that this resolution should be voted no. If they vote yes to this resolution, it means America is endorsing our death warrant. I mean, that's the end of Ambazonia. It means America, anything we do now, we are going to be considered rebellious and terrorists. Because this resolution is going to keep the current boundary of Cameroon together. That means Ambazonians are never going to separate.
My country people them. Today na Wednesday, the 24th of July 2019, and I want to talk to you briefly about this man where he talk on the screen. His name na John Egiwan. But before I give my analysis, I want make you first talk. Wuna Listen.
Fellow Ambazonians, greetings to you, especially the Ambazonians that are in the United States. Please, if you have not done so, I'm encouraging you right now to call your congressman or congresswoman about resolution 358 that is going to be, they are going to be voting for. Please, it is very important that you call them to vote no to this resolution, because this resolution is going to keep the current boundary of Cameroon together. That means Ambazonians are never going to separate from French Cameroon. Please, you need to call your congressman, congresswoman, and tell them, I've emailed all of them. I have called my congressperson. I've called other congresspersons. I've just sent email and make sure call their home office and call the Washington DC office. Please do that so that this resolution should be voted no. If they vote yes to this resolution, it means America is endorsing our death warrant. I mean, that's the end of Ambazonia. It means America, anything we do now, we are going to be considered rebellious and terrorists.
Okay, my country people them. When I don't hear as John Egiwan himself talk. But before I even go into the substance of what way he did talk, may we not understand say it is so that House Resolution 358, where he did talk about, the US Congress, a vote on 358 yesterday, the 23rd of July 2019, and the American Congress a vote by 2/3 majority, a vote yes. 2/3, when more than 60% of the American Congress, the House of Representatives, they vote yes for that resolution 358. And John Egiwan, he says, when one of the biggest Ambazonians out there, he talks say, if the American Congress a vote yes, then it means say Ambazonia a no go ever be separated from Cameroon, and it means say Americans they go consider them Ambazonians, and they go consider themselves they be rebellious and terrorists. No be na my words. Now John Egiwan talk say if the American House of Representatives they go vote yes for this resolution, it means that they basically call the Ambazonians and say they be rebellious and terrorists. And now exactly what that way the American Congress it don't go vote and say yes, say the support, say they are calling on the Cameroon government to have dialogue, because Ambazonians they consider this House Resolution 358 as a call for federation. So now themselves, they don't take their own mouth, they talk. So they don't use all their diplomacy, all their groundwork, all their ground game. They don't call all the US congressmen them, women them. They don't send them emails, send them postal letters, visit them for their own offices. But the American House of Representatives, they vote yes. Say Cameroon is one and indivisible. Now what that way it mean? John Egiwan, he go know because he don't serve inside the United States Army. He know exactly what they talk about. He don't talk, say he don't encourage all the Ambazonians. They may they call the US congressmen them for try for bully them, persuade them, convince them, or any other way for make the vote no for this House resolution, but they failed. And now what that way I don't tell when my country people them say Ambazonians are desperate for good news. They have no good news. I don't know if I don't notice for about one whole month, 4 weeks consecutively, Ambazonians no fit show we one thing where it make them happy. From one scandal to another scandal, even the John Egiwan where they talk so now one of the fake pastors them for Ambazonia. They do that, they are financial audit. And for that audit, they accuse this fake pastor, John Egiwan, say he thief $160,000 when are more than 80 million francs. Now the Ambazonians they talk, no be me. Eric Tato, when are one of the biggest chief Ambazonia propagandists, and Mark Barretta, now then they talk, say John Egiwan, na thief, say the thief money for my trip to Boya. No be me at the talk, oh, now there's also Ambazonians they talk. They fight amongst themselves. Amber boys that they die on the ground. Their international community diplomacy is not the work because everywhere where they go, what are they talk say Swiss dialogue? It did not happen. Now only themselves go talk amongst themselves, and they go for even the external Swiss charity where everyone help them. It tell them say no, you people are too divided. You don't even know what you want. Too many factions. You get the Akwanga aside, you get Yabacho aside, you get Sako Ikome aside. Even inside the IG, they get two IG. Because you get the IG where they for prison when Ayuk Tabe, then you get the IG when another fake pastor, Sako Ikome. So they never get one piece of good news. In more than 4 weeks, one. Now, why that way? I don't declare him as the Kumkumasa, the king of all black legs. I don't proclaim him. Say we don't defeat these people them on social media. The international scene, we don't beat them totally. They don't get nothing to say anymore. Because they don't use their own words, their own mouth appearing on camera. They talk, say yes. Now, the American government, it look at we as rebels and terrorists. Now, what did our John Egiwan talk? He said, if the American Congress vote yes on House Resolution 358, it means that they're going to look at we, the Ambazonia activists or propagandists or Ambazonia, or people the way they call themselves to be Ambazonians, they will look at them as rebellious and terrorists. Now you talk, now the words that way you choose them for use them. And the American Congress, they don't go vote yes. Cameroon remains one and indivisible. Now the American Congress, they talk. No, me had even the talk anymore. That one now, wait, they vote time for American Congress. Said they respect the territorial integrity of the Republic of Cameroon. One country, not two. Not a single international country recognized Ambazonia. Not one. Not a single organization. Not even one Jangi house a day on this planet where he recognized Ambazonia. And these fools that sit there out there, they work at it, think in their wildest imagination, said they could get independence. My right toe, it get a better chance of getting independence from me than Ambazonia getting independence from Cameroon. There are chances of having flying pigs, kunyam, than Ambazonia getting independence. It is not going to happen. And the realization, it must be very clear for all of them to see now. So even their diplomacy, even all their efforts, even the terrorism where they do them on the ground, it not the work. This one are one of the biggest blow for Ambazonia. And we, the black legs, will put more pressure on them because all our moves are bearing results. Even right now, so as I talk to Wuna, Facebook don't delete some of their propaganda pages. Them, yes, we working in the background with Baristan Salai, reporting their profiles them and their terroristic threats and all that nonsense to the FBI. How many times FBI don't go for Eric Tato's house? Now, no worry. It is only a matter of time before they start pick these people them off one by one. They get to first sit back, do their investigation, gather all the evidence. Because the day where they can't carry you, they know that they get enough for convict you. Now, so justice for America, it be slow. It can be delayed, but it's on its way. So when I don't hear now from the same people themselves, this pastor guy where he had, it look like short or so. Now you don't proclaim him. Say, if the American Congress vote yes for House Resolution 358, it means that the United States it don't respect the territorial integrity of Cameroon, and all the Ambazonians, the way they did abroad, they will be looked at as rebellious and terrorists. my country people them.
Who have lost their lives would have done so in vain. I've not come here for platitude. I've come here because this is serious. And to each one of you who want to show seriousness in this struggle, this is the hour. This is the moment. The representative, a Democrat, the representative of the 37th Congressional District of the United States of America from California, Madam Karim Bass, has authored a bill. It's called H.R. 358. I repeat, House Resolution 358. And House Resolution 358 is meant to sink the struggle of the people of Ambazonia. House Resolution 358 is meant to impose federalism on us. House Resolution 358 has one simple goal: to protect the interests of the people of the United States, even at the detriment of the genocide which has been ongoing in our homeland. I have come here to signal to you that the clock will go on a standstill if we as a people do not take immediate action. Madam Karim Bass, in House Resolution 358, wrote, and I quote, for reasons based both in our values and our national interests, we support a unified Cameroon based on both equality amongst all language and ethnic groups and mutual respect. Have we been fighting and sacrificing all these years for unified Cameroon? Is our struggle that of language equality? Is our struggle that of ethnicity? Is our struggle that of lack of mutual respect? Can anyone truly believe what you have heard? We urge the United States government to convey this position to the current government and to the Cameroonian community here in America. And that is where it becomes very interesting. Here in America, because according to Madam Karim Bass, House Resolution 358 is not only to be adopted and passed by the U.S. Congress, but the United States Congress is supposed to ask the government of the United States of America to twist the arms of the leaders of this liberation struggle so that we can give up the goal of liberating our people and ourselves and succumb to more years, more decades, and even more than centuries of enslavement. I do not want to accuse Madame Karim Bass for having fallen into the whims and caprices of the lobbies of the French and La République, because I do not have evidence. I do not want to accuse Madame Karim Bass because she is a Democrat, and not just a Democrat, she is a descendant of Africa. For her to turn her blind eyes on the genocide on our people is totally unforgivable. This is what is being cooked up at this moment at the U.S. Congress. So there is just one thing you and me should do, and we need to begin it right now. We need to call all the members of Congress, whether they belong to your district or not, and tell them that we do not support House Resolution 358. That House Resolution 358 is only a nail in the coffin of the people of Ambazonia.
No, I just told them that look, if they do this, it's a decree for death on the Ambazonian people, because it is going to empower La Republic people to just wipe us up, to kill us. And two people cannot live together. If America vote for this, it means they are denying our human right. They are denying us to exist as a people. No, we
On m'avait toujours dit que c'est très souvent les samedis qu'on te voit passer pour aller danser. Je ne voulais pas du tout y croire pour éviter un éventuel déboire, puisque sous mon toit je n'aimais que toi. Cependant je n'avais jamais su que tu sortais à mon insu. Mais à présent que je suis au courant, tu vas rentrer